Okay, please pay attention to everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat pagi, salam sejahtera bagi kita semua. Shalom, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, Wadidongshan, Salam Kebajikan. Good morning, Your Excellency, the panel speakers, the Honorable, the Head, the Vice Head, the Head of English Education Study Program, as well as the academic civitas of STKIP Brigade Pacitan, the honorable scholars, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second English National Seminar. My name is Agung Wibowo, and I am honored to be your Master of Ceremony for today's seminar. This conference is organized by the English Education Study Program in collaboration with the E-Force Student Association. The theme of this conference is Exploring Emerging Technologies in English Education. We have a very exciting and informative program for you today. We will have two panelist speakers who will share their insight and experience on various topics related to the theme. We will also have 5 parallel sessions where you can choose to attend the topic that interests you the most. The agenda for this morning session is as follows. The first one is opening. Second is singing the national anthem of Indonesia, Indonesia Raya. Third, speech from the head of the committee. Fourth, speech from the vice head of STKIP Brigade Pacitan. Fifth is prayer, and the last is closing. Before we begin, I would like to remind you of few house rules. Participants must attire neatly during the seminar. Participants use real name on your Zoom account. If you're a presenter, please rename by this format, name_presenter. Participant must turn off the microphone during the Zoom meeting. Participant who completes both plenary and parallelization attendance will get the certificates. Presenter must present their papers to get the certificate as presenters. All the certificates will be given a maximum of 3 days after the seminar. Now, without further ado, let us begin our event today by reciting Basmalah together. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We are honored to host this seminar today, and we would like to start this session by inviting everyone to pay attention and sing the national anthem of Indonesia, Indonesia Raya. Thank you, everyone. Next, I would like to invite the head of committee of today's seminar to deliver his speech. To Muhammad Hassan Fajri, please take the room.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera, salam, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, salam kebajikan. Good morning, the Honorable, the Vice Heads, Bapak Arif Mustafa MPD, the Honorable, the Head of English Education Study Program, Ibu Susna Amriati, MPDPI, the Honorable, the Auxiliary, the Plenary Speaker 1, Bapak F.X. Risang Bhaskara, PhD, from Universitas Sanata Dharma, Yogyakarta, the Honorable Excellency, the Plenary Speaker 2, Ibu Fitrotul Mufaridah, MPD, from Universitas Muhammadiyah Jember. The Honorable distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I'm honored to welcome you all through this piece of writing in the program book of the Second English National Seminar with the theme Exploring Emerging Technologies in English Education. This program book has been published by English Education Study Program in collaboration with EFORS Students Association to explore the technologies in English education. As we all know, English is a global language, and its use extends beyond linguistic communication to include social, cultural, economic interactions. Therefore, it is crucial that technologies in English education equips learners with necessary skills and technologies to engage with the diverse perspectives and worldviews. This program book aims to explore the emerging technologies in English education could be integrated and how it contributes to the development into English language education. The technologies in English education can help people better understand and increase potential of learners. We have assembled a panel of educators and practitioners who will share their experiences, insights, and best practice in promoting the emerging technologies in English education. This article and this book will focus in aspects of technologies in English education, such as innovation in technology in ELT, digital learning journey, the development of learning media, augmented reality and virtual reality in ELT, artificial intelligence in ELT, online pedagogy, hybrid classroom, language policy, gender equality in ELT, discourse analysis in ELT, trends in translation, teacher professional development, teaching English for young learners, and others related ideas. I also would like to extend my gratitude to the organizers, sponsors, and participants who have contributed to the success of the seminar and for the publications of this program book. Your participations and supports are greatly appreciated, and we hope that this program book will be a valuable source of knowledge for all of us to learn, share, and collaborate on this important topic. On behalf of the organizing committee, thank you to all of you who have success in the Second English National Seminar, and hopefully through this program book can be create extraordinary final results. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you for your speech. The next agenda is speech from the Vice Head of STKIP PGRI Pacitan, Bapak Arif Mustafa MPD. Please take the room.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat pagi, salam sejahtera untuk kita semua. Bisa didengar suara saya ya?
Bisa Pak, sudah terdengar.
Terima kasih. Yang kita hormati bersama, Ketua Program Studi Pendidikan Bahasa Inggris, Ibu Dusna Aprianti MPDPI. Yang kita hormati bersama pembicara kunci kita, Bapak F.X. Risang Bhaskara PhD, dan Ibu Fitrotul Mufaridah MPD. dari jauh ini dari ujung timur Jawa, Bapak Ibu dosen pendidikan bahasa Inggris, kawan-kawan presenter yang luar biasa, dan seluruh peserta yang berbahagia. Alhamdulillah, puji syukur kepada Allah Subhanahu wa taala sudah melimpahkan rahmat kepada kita semua sehingga pagi hari ini kita bisa berkumpul di ruang virtual yang luar biasa ini untuk transfer pengalaman, transfer pengetahuan bersama untuk pengembangan diri semuanya. Salawat serta salam malah senantiasa kita sanjungkan untuk junjungan kita Nabi besar Muhammad SAW. Semoga di yaumul akhir kelak kita diakui sebagai umatnya. Bapak Ibu hadirin yang berbahagia, saya sangat berbunga-bunga sekali, berterima kasih sekali kepada kawan-kawan pendidikan bahasa Inggris yang di tahun ini, di 1 tahun 2023 ini bisa melaksanakan 2 kegiatan di luar kegiatan akademik. Ini tentunya adalah sesuatu yang luar biasa dan perlu diapresiasi. Dan temanya menjadi sangat menggelitik karena saat ini sedang tren juga, ketika teknologi saat ini sedang seakan-akan dalam tanda kutip itu menggantikan posisi guru, dan beberapa guru sepertinya juga mulai menafsirkan itu seperti teknologi itu menggantikan guru, maka kita harus segera terjaga dan sadar diri bahwa teknologi tidak akan pernah bisa menggantikan guru, gitu kan. Justru saat ini tantangan guru semakin berat karena dengan semakin gencarnya teknologi, gencarnya informasi yang tak henti, tak terbatas, tanpa ruang dan waktu, maka peran guru saat ini harus menjadi luar biasa. Dan temanya saat ini sepertinya tema-tema yang menarik. Saya lihat sekilas begitu menarik sekali judul-judul yang ditawarkan oleh dua materi kita, dan juga nanti dari beberapa kawan pemateri pendamping akan menjadi tugas atau menjadi pelecut bagi kita semua untuk senantiasa menambah pengetahuan, utamanya bagaimana kita memposisikan guru. Pada saat ini kawan-kawan ini kan semester 4 sepertinya ya, semester 4 tugas mata kuliah semester 4 kalau tidak salah. Ini menjadi fondasi yang luar biasa sekali untuk segera sadar diri, terjaga begitu, bahwa teknologi tidak akan pernah bisa menggantikan guru. Teknologi malah akan semakin membuat memposisikan guru menjadi posisi yang semakin kukuh, menjadi semakin tidak akan tergantikan oleh apapun. Media apapun bentuknya, secanggih apapun bentuknya, media adalah alat bantu. Teknologi apapun yang selama namanya masih dianggap sebagai bahan, media, atau alat apapun, tetap itu adalah alat bantu, membantu guru, sehingga posisi guru tidak akan tergantikan. Hadirin yang berbahagia, saya kira itu pengantar dari saya. Selamat berbagi pengalaman, selamat menimba ilmu kepada kawan kita Pak Risang Baskara yang luar biasa. Ini sudah berkenan untuk hadir di waktu libur. Ini masih semesteran, ya? Libur semester, Pak, ya?
Sudah masuk, Pak.
Oh, sudah masuk.
Persiapan mahasiswa baru.
Oh, siap-siap. Oke, Pak Risang ini itu, atau kawan kita dari jauh, dari Jember. Saya punya banyak kawan, Bu, di Jember. Karena semasa kecil saya dulu di Banyuwangi, sehingga kawan-kawan saya di Jember juga banyak di UNED Jember atau Universitas Islam Jember juga banyak di situ. Saya kira itu, terima kasih. Selamat menikmati pagi yang ceria ini. Semoga semuanya membawa kebaikan untuk kita semua. Saya akhiri. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you so much for your enlightening speech. The next agenda is prayer that will be led by Anton Adi Pradana. To Mr. Anton, the room is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat pagi, salam sejahtera bagi kita semua. Shalom, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, Salam Kebajikan. Ladies and gentlemen, Let's bow our head for a moment, pray to God Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, so that our national seminar can be precious to all of us. I will lead this prayer in Bahasa Indonesia and on the teaching of Islam, and those who are not Muslim, you are pleased to pray according to your belief. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ya Allah, hari ini, Senin 3 Agustus 2023, di tempat yang indah ini, kita berkumpul secara virtual untuk mengadakan The Second English National Seminar kami dengan tema Exploring Emerging Technologies in English Education. Jadikan seminar ini sebagai pertemuan ilmu pengetahuan yang bermanfaat, sebagai media untuk berbagi ide, pengetahuan, dan pengalaman yang bermanfaat dari para cendekiawan, sarjana, peneliti, dan belajar dari berbagai disiplin ilmu. Semoga konferensi yang kami selenggarakan ini bermanfaat bagi kehidupan kami, memperluas pengetahuan kami, mencemerlangkan gagasan kami, dan memimpin kami untuk menjadi orang-orang produktif yang sukses yang pada gilirannya akan meningkatkan martabat bangsa kami. Ya Allah, tuntun dan berkatilah hati dan pikiran kami dengan cahaya bimbinganmu. Terapkanlah kebijakanmu pada kegiatan kami, bantu kami untuk berbicara dengan jelas dan fasih, bantu kami untuk saling mendengarkan, saling menghormati, saling mencintai, sehingga kami termasuk orang-orang yang diberkati. Ya Allah, lindungi kami dari godaan-godaan yang tidak diinginkan. Perlihatkanlah kami bahwa yang benar itu benar dan yang salah itu salah. Beri kami pengetahuan dan kekuatan untuk melakukan hal-hal yang baik dan menghindari hal-hal yang buruk. Ya Allah, hanya Engkaulah yang bisa memenuhi doa kami. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina azabannar. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun ala mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Amin, amin, amin ya rabbal alamin. Thank you and assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you. Finally, we come to the end of this opening session. To close this opening session, let's recite Hamdalah together. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Well, ladies and gentlemen, after this session, we will continue to the main agenda of today's seminar, that is presentation by plenary speakers. The plenary session will be moderated by our moderator, Wisnu Aryani. Thank you. And wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Master of Ceremony, for giving me the opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, our seminar is about to begin. Please have a nice seat. Thank you very much for preparing yourself to join this plenary session of seminar. I would like to welcome all of you with the Islamic greeting. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. May peace, blessing, and mercy of Allah be on all of you. Good morning, Your Excellency, the plenary speakers, the Honorable, the Head, the Vice Heads, the Head of English Education Study Program, as well as the academic civitas of STKIP PGRI Pacitan, the Honorable, Scholars, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. This event is a part of our 31st anniversary of STKIP PGRI Pacitan. We please invite you all to join its part of learning, sharing and discuss, and hope you all can following this event with enthusiasm. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Wisnu Aryani, the moderator of today's seminar in theme Exploring Emerging Technologies in English Education. Would like to inform that this seminar is attended by participants as students, lecturers, and also educational practitioners. Well, before entering into the main activity, let me provide the map of this seminar. The first one is the presentation of speakers in 30 minutes per speaker. After that, there will be a question and answer in 15 minutes time allotment. If there is more than given time allotment, I'm sorry, I would like to say the interruption please. The last one is closing statement by the speakers. Then we enter to the main activity. Our first plenary speaker today is F.A. Krisang Baskara, PhD, from Sanata Dharma University, Yogyakarta. Okay, I will read the curriculum vitae first. He is F.A. Krisang Baskara, PhD, is full-time lecturer in English Letters Department, Faculty of Letters, Sanata Dharma University. He received PhD in Swinburne University of Technology, Sarawak campus, a Master of Humanities in Sanata Dharma University, and graduated Bachelor of Letters in Sanata Dharma University. His research interests include second language acquisition, blended of lived learning, and all-in language education. He also has selected publications. One of his publications is Personality Learning with AI, Implication for Ignatian Pedagogy, which published on 2023. Okay, good morning, F.A. Krisang Baskara. Are you there?
Yes, Mbak Wisnu or Ibu Wisnu? Let me address you correctly.
Okay, my name is Wisnu
Mbak Wis-
Aryani. Yes, Wisnu.
Mbak Wisnu, Mbak. Or
Yes,
Ibu.
Mbak.
Okay, Mbak Wisnu. Good morning.
Good morning. Okay, F.A. Krisang Baskara, are you ready for the presentation?
Yes, Mbak Wisnu.
Now, please welcome the first plenary speaker, F.A. Krisang Baskara, PhD, to deliver the presentation. F.A. Krisang Baskara, you have 30 minutes time allotment. It's your time.
Thank you very much, Mbak Wisnu. Could you see my... Mbak Wisnu, could you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Wait. Okay. Can I start, Mbak Wisnu?
Yes, Pak Baskara.
Okay. Risang, please, Mbak Wisnu.
Okay, Pak Risang. Sorry.
Okay, thank you very much, Mbak Wisnu, as the moderator. Good morning, respected colleagues. I am F.A. Krisang Baskara from English Letters Department, Universitas Sanata Dharma Yogyakarta. Today, we are embarking on a journey through the transformative interplay between AI and English education. I'm grateful to Pak Arif, to Jusna, and the STKIP PGRI Pacitan Committee for this opportunity. It is indeed a privilege to join such an esteemed assembly of scholars and future educators, teman-teman mahasiswa sekalian, to discuss our field's pivotal aspects. In alignment with our topic, a catalog of generative AI tools has been provided. So, Mbak Wisnu, after this, you can just distribute the document I have sent to the committee so that the participant can also read the document as well. Yeah. I implore you to delve into these resources right after the presentation or in the middle of the presentation as well. It's up to you, aiming to amplify your pedagogical practices and foster a vibrant learning sphere for our students. Our voyage today involves tracing the arc of AI's educational influence, scrutinizing the resulting shift in classroom and pedagogical perspective. By understanding the currents shaping English language teaching, we can forecast the future of this powerful duet of technology and pedagogy. Let's collaboratively engage with and question these emerging paradigms. Bapak dan Ibu sekalian, serta teman-teman mahasiswa, I cordially invite you to participate in this enlightening exploration. Start, let's frame our conversation by considering AI's dual nature in English education. Artificial intelligence brings both transformative potential and significant challenges. With its prospect, we see possibilities for redefining pedagogical methods. Yet, Bapak Ibu sekalian, teman mahasiswa, we must also address the accompanying concerns, notably in assessment, satu, and academic integrity, dua. And we face very crucial questions. How can we utilize AI's benefits while maintaining the sanctity of academic pursuits? The answer is striking a balance. Striking this balance is really pivotal. AI offers avenue for creating immersive, individualized learning environment, thereby reshaping English teaching and learning. Our aim today is to explore this balance and fully understand how AI transition from a supplementary tool to a proactive co-teacher. Sesuatu yang akan saya propose hari ini kepada Bapak Ibu sekalian dan teman-teman mahasiswa. Co-teacher, AI sebagai co-teacher. In English education, AI's emergence initiate what we understand as a pedagogical shift. Once a mere facilitator is I was kicked out by the Zoom, but Vishnu, let me continue my presentation. Let's start again with the pedagogical shift. Once we understand AI as a mere facilitator, now AI evolves toward an involved collaborator thanks to what we call generative artificial intelligence capabilities. It is assimilated into classrooms as a co-teacher, providing personalized and interactive instruction. This change in AI's role from a passive aid to an active participant signifies a paradigm shift demanding our thoughtful contemplation. This evolution is crucial, Bapak Ibu sekalian dan teman-teman mahasiswa, with AI transcending from a tool to a co-teacher and collaborator. AI's capacity for tailored lesson, precise feedback, and adaptability has propelled from being a supporting entity to a core participant in educational processes. However, its expanded role prompts key inquiries, sama seperti yang tadi sudah disinggung oleh Pak Arief. How do we ensure AI augments rather than substitutes human teachers? How do we balance responsibilities between AI and educators? Addressing this necessitates deliberate analysis of automations and human efforts equilibrium, keseimbangan antara automation dan manusia, unsur kemanusiaan. This pedagogical transition calls for ongoing scrutiny of AI's developing role. Now that we have studied AI's pedagogical transition towards an active co-teaching role, let's delve into various AI applications that foster a multimodal, cohesive experience in English education. Let's start with this. AI in education is a multifaceted layer of ensemble of diverse application, working in concert to create a layered, integrated experience. Let's say, a multimodal AI approach. Saya menyebutnya itu, a multimodal AI approach. Its tools plays its unique part in symphony, transcending conventional learning boundaries. The power lies not just in the variety of tools we use in the classroom, but in the unity and interaction of these applications that we use in the classroom. We'll explore this ensemble today, delving into each component, understanding its contribution to the large symphony, and demonstrating how it transforms our English classroom. We'll shed light on the benefits from personalization and accessibility to engagement and efficacy. Throughout this journey, we'll encounter innovative applications and exciting possibilities that amplify the transformative potential of AI in English education. Daftarnya bisa mulai dibagikan, Mbak Wisnu. Jika belum, jika sudah, that's okay.
Sudah, Pak.
Let's start. Nggak apa-apa, santai. Let's start with AI language model as co-teachers. Entering the symphony of generative AI in English education are the large language model like GPT-4 with ChatGPT, Lambda with Google Parts, GPT-4 with Bing Chat as well, and Claude 2 with Anthropics. Far from being mere tool, these models now serve as co-teachers, significantly aiding the academic processes. Transforming English teaching and learning, these AI co-teachers can support grammar instruction, enrich vocabulary learning, and aid in writing, offering feedback, suggesting improvement, and assisting in generating ideas. While their capabilities are impressive, it's crucial to remember their role is to complement human educators, not to replace them. Together, they create a more engaging, effective English learning environment. Let's explore the impressive text-to-image generative AI capabilities. Imagine the power of visualizing abstract concepts in English literature with text-to-image generative AI like OpenAI's DALL-E. This revolutionary technology translates textual description into images, enhancing understanding through visualization. By stepping into the realm of visual learning, English education can spark creativity, deepen comprehension, and make the learning processes even more engaging for our students. Marvel at the power of visualization brought by text-to-image AI in our sample. You will have more list of tools in my document. It's not only OpenAI's DALL-E, but you will have more tools that you can access, both free and also paid. Now, Bapak, Ibu, dan teman mahasiswa, next, let's unveil the capabilities of text-to-presentation generative artificial intelligence. Consider the task of preparing a presentation and how text-to-presentation generative AI can simplify it by transforming text into a well-organized, aesthetically pleasing presentation. This tool enhances communication and fosters engagement, proving valuable for both educators and students. By harmonizing content and design, this AI tool elevates learning, making knowledge dissemination more efficient and less daunting. Now, let's delve into the auditory realm with text-to-audio generative artificial intelligence. Let's delve into auditory learning with text-to-audio AI, a tool that transforms text into spoken words. Crucial for auditory learners and those with visual impairments, it creates an inclusive environment tailored to diverse needs. This text-to-audio tool do not just read out the text. These tools bring the text alive, adding depth to our exploration of generative artificial intelligence in English education. Once again, the tools are already listed in the document, so you can try it later. Yeah. Next, Bapak Ibu dan teman-teman mahasiswa, we move back to the visual learning with text to video generative artificial intelligence. Exploring the animated side of AI, we meet text to video generative artificial intelligence, a tool turning text into dynamic videos. Imagine literature leaping from pages into animated sequences, creating a richer learning experience for our students in the classroom. This innovation deepens comprehension and fosters profound insights, adding a captivating visual elements to our AI in English Education Symphony. Next, we encounter AI chatbots for personalized conversational practice in English education. From animations to intimate interactions, let's meet AI chatbots. Sesuatu yang teman-teman sudah mulai familiar. Or I call it your personal language tutors. They adjust to a learner's proficiency, offering real-time practice and feedback. And moreover, more present than before, these chatbots offer something that we understand to foster continuous learning and improvement for our students, making immersive language practice even more accessible. In our AI in English Education Symphony, these chatbots serve as a steady metronomes supporting language acquisition. If you check the tools carefully in my document, teman-teman akan menemukan banyak jenis chatbots. One of the chatbots can function as prominent public figures or even prominent researchers. So you can pretend to talk to them, pretend discuss with them, and then later on have answers based on their personality. Something that opens wide possibility in our learning, our English learning and teaching processes. You can try it later on. Now, let's envision the grand ensemble of AI co-teaching technologies. Sekarang kita coba lihat secara keseluruhan, gitu ya. Picture an orchestra where each instrument contributes to a collective melody. Kita lihat semua teksnya, semua toolsnya bersama-sama. That's how AI functions in English education. A symphony of diverse technologies creating holistic learning approach. Banyak tools, by the end of the day kita bisa bilang bisa menghasilkan yang kita sebut sebagai a holistic learning approach. Each AI strand adds a unique note, harmonizing to transcend traditional teaching boundaries. We are witnessing a future of customized, adaptive learning tailored to individual needs of our students. This is, once again, I can say, a transformative moment in English education. Now, let's conclude with some notes on responsible and ethical integration of AI in English education. Let's start with the first challenges, among other challenges. In our march towards an AI-driven future, we must ensure principles of privacy and security guide us. Meskipun banyak toolsnya, meskipun baik, there are several challenges that we have to be aware of. Gitu. Salah satunya adalah ini. The vast amount of data in AI education holds sensitive information, requiring us to safeguard its integrity and confidentiality. This calls for robust security measures, stringent data protection policies, and updated legal and ethical frameworks. As we navigate this transformation, we must prioritize data privacy and security, guarding against potential pitfalls, baik sensitive information dari pihak guru dan dari siswa. Now, let's look at risk like data breaches and algorithmic bias to disrupt our AI symphony in English education. Bapak Ibu dan teman-teman mahasiswa sekalian, we must confront another challenge in this context, the risk of bias in AI algorithms. This bias can stem from skewed data or prejudice design, potentially influencing students' experiences and impeding their progress. Acknowledgement is the first step towards mitigation. Measures such as AI audits, inclusive algorithm design, and balanced training datasets can help ensure a bias-free AI environment, committing to fairness and equality in academia. Despite AI's role, we must maintain the human touch in education, preserving the crucial elements of empathy, catatan, empathy, enlightenment, and connection. Tiga hal penting yang saya kira menjadi hal yang patut kita pertahankan. Jawaban dari pertanyaannya Pak Arief. Oke, education is more than imparting knowledge, Bapak Ibu sekalian dan teman-teman mahasiswa. It's a blend of emotions, empathy, and enlightenment with human connection at its core. Di tengah-tengahnya, di intinya adalah human connection. AI in education is not meant to replace human teachers, but to enhance their work. The warmth of human guidance, a flexible mind, and an empathetic understanding remain irreplaceable, even in the emergence of generative artificial intelligence. AI is a co-teacher, aiding but not supplementing the human conductor. Poin pentingnya adalah striking a balance between AI and human interaction is critical for a comprehensive learning experiences. To ensure AI's benefit reach all, we must promote equitable access, empowering all students, and not just a technologically privileged few. Sekarang kita pindah ke challenge berikutnya, sesuatu yang mungkin terjadi di STKP PGRI Pacitan juga. Bapak, Ibu, dan teman-teman mahasiswa sekalian, we cannot ignore the digital divide while aiming for enhanced. The disparity in technology access must be addressed to prevent creating an AI elite. AI in education should not be a privilege, but a right for all. This calls for educators, policymakers, termasuk Pak Arief, gitu ya, and technologists to strive for a fair digital landscape. We must democratize access to AI tools, enabling each student in our classrooms, irrespective of their social and economic status, to enrich their English learning experiences ketika berada di kelas-kelas kita. Now, aspek berikutnya yang penting juga. Let's view AI assessment tools as allies, not adversaries, to improve evaluation and adapt this new era of AI collaboration. The role of generative AI in assessment demands innovative solution. Kata kuncinya adalah we should embrace and adapt. Leveraging AI to enhance the assessment process, making it more personalized. Kata kuncinya personalized, adaptive, and comprehensive. This approach does not overlook challenges, but takes them head on, gitu ya. Adapting teaching, learning, and assessment paradigms in this era of AI co-teaching. As teachers, our role is to guide this change, ensuring it aligns with educational values and benefits our students. Next, we discuss the role of AI detectors and how we should guide students in this emergence of artificial intelligence. Bapak, Ibu sekalian, dan teman-teman mahasiswa, if you take note carefully, during this semester, Turnitin has released its AI detection tools, and somehow we do not know how to navigate these new tools in Turnitin. And this is one of the concern I address in this particular slide. Alongside the embrace and adapt approach, AI detection tools and responsible student guidance are crucial. Salah satunya adalah Turnitin yang sekarang sedang ramai dibicarakan. These tools help monitor AI use in assignments and assessment, ensuring academic integrity and encouraging responsible tech use. This is more about education than policing, teaching students the ethics of AI in academia. AI's introduction demands a cultural shift and nurturing of a new digital literacy in students. Once again, Pak Arif, Pucu, dan teman-teman dosen sekalian, it's not only about curriculum, it's about responsible behavior, critical thinking, and ethical consideration in the digital age. We should be equipping students with knowledge and discernment, shaping them into ethical digital citizen, terutama teman-teman yang nantinya akan menjadi guru. Next, we explore how teachers and students transform roles in this evolving digital era with AI reshaping education. As we look ahead, the vista of AI co-teaching unfolds an exciting panorama of possibilities. Cutting-edge research continues to expand the boundaries of what AI can do in the educational sphere, offering potential advancement in AI integration that we can scarcely imagine today. However, Bapak Ibu sekalian dan teman-teman mahasiswa, the heart of this revolution is not just about embracing the new, meskipun banyak yang baru toolsnya gitu ya. It is about recalibrating our roles within this evolving landscape. Teachers are no longer mere disseminators of knowledge, but are becoming orchestrators, navigators of learning experiences of our students in the classroom, using artificial intelligence as a powerful tool to shape the educational journey. Students, on the other hand, are not passive recipients, but active participants, using AI to forge their own path of learning discovery. In this brave new world, AI co-teaching is not just a theoretical concept, but a living, breathing reality that is shaping the contours of learning and teaching. While teachers embrace AI to reshape learning, curriculum must also adapt to equip students with competencies to not just consume, but contribute and thoughtfully shape an increasingly AI-driven society. As teachers, we shoulder the responsibility of preparing our students for the world they are set to inherit. This includes a world where AI plays an increasingly pervasive role in our lives, work, and in society at large. Thus, it is imperative that we consciously adapt our curriculum to reflect this new reality. Panggilan tugas untuk Pucusna, Pak Arif, dan teman-teman dosen yang lain. This is not merely about integrating AI tools into teaching methodologies. It's about a paradigm shift, one where we are not just importing knowledge about AI, but leveraging it as a tool for critical thinking, creativity, and problem solving. By doing so, we ensure that students are not just consumers of this technology, but are equipped with the necessary skills and competencies to navigate, contribute, and shape this AI-driven world. Important notes is this, Bapak Ibu sekalian dan teman-teman mahasiswa. Kita akan sulit melarang menggunakan sesuatu yang mungkin akan teman-teman mahasiswa pakai ketika lulus. So, once again, kata kuncinya, embrace and adapt. Rather than fear replacement, teachers must embrace AI as an empowering tool to amplify their reach and transcend boundaries, shaping learners of the future through active participation in this judicious development and application. Bapak Ibu sekalian dan teman-teman mahasiswa, we stand at the precipice of a profound shift in the educational landscape. It is now more essential than ever to alter our perception of AI in education. Once again, jawaban dari pertanyaan Pak Arif gitu ya. AI is not here to replace us, but rather to empower us to amplify our reach and to enhance our effectiveness. It serves as a powerful tool that, when used judiciously, can really transcend traditional teaching boundaries and offer unprecedented learning experiences for our students in the classroom. As teachers, it is crucial that we actively involve ourselves in the development and application of AI tools, thereby ensuring they attune to our pedagogical needs yang akan berbeda dari satu guru ke guru yang lain. This synergy of AI and pedagogy driven by our active participation, will inherit a new era in education, one where technology serves as an empowering partner, extending our capacity to shape the learners of the future. The future of English education lies in the harmonious blend of human intuition and AI sophistication enabled by human AI collaboration, where the feedback loop allows reciprocal and symbiotic learning to create an ecosystem greater than the sum of its parts.
Interruption, please, Pak Risang. I'm sorry, there
Yes.
are 7 minutes left.
As you can see, Mbak Wisnu, conclusion. So it's almost finished. Right on time, don't worry. Thank you very much for the time. Bapak, Ibu sekalian, dan teman-teman mahasiswa. As we conclude this enlightening exploration, we have navigated the diverse landscape of generative artificial intelligence role in in English education, from the transformative potential to the challenges and strategies for integration. Ada banyak yang kita bahas hari ini. The relevance of this topic in today's digital age is undisputable, as current trends in English education increasingly emphasize the integration of technology in pedagogy. Kata kuncinya, integration of technology in pedagogy. This underscores the imperative for us as teachers, researchers, AI developers, and you, Wisnu dan teman-teman mahasiswa sekalian, future teachers, future educators, to proactively engage with this development. To seize the opportunities AI offers, we must collectively strive to enhance its positive impact on learning while judicially mitigating, kata kuncinya, mitigating potential risks. This calls for a united effort to foster responsible AI use, advocate for equitable access, and promote the synergy of human intelligence and AI. As we push the frontiers of AI in education, let's us remember that our ultimate goal remains unchanged. Tujuannya apa toh? The holistic development and empowerment of our students in this rapidly evolving digital world. I extend my sincere gratitude for your attention and participation, Bapak Ibu sekalian dan teman-teman mahasiswa in this discourse. For further inquiries or collaboration, feel free to reach out using the contact information provided. You can contact me at risangbaskara@usd.ac.id. Once again, thank you very much, and go back to you, Mbak Wisnu. Terima kasih.
Baik, Pak Risang, thank you for your insightful presentation. I'm sure that our audience has learned a lot from you today. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, turning to the next activity, question and answer session. I will open some questions from the participants. Please type your brief and short question in chat box.
But Wisnu, could you navigate me through the question? I guess I have so many questions already in the chat box. What question should I address first? Please lead me through the discussion. No worries.
Okay, Pak Baskara. Wait for.
Risang, please, Mbak Wisnu.
I'm sorry. Okay, Pak Risang. Okay, this is the first question
Where should I
from
start?
Syafiga Aurel Sarelina. This is the first question. My name is Syafiga. I have question. What are the obstacles and challenges faced by teacher in implementing AI in learning English in the classroom?
Okay, but Syafiga, I guess the thesis is quite clear, simple and clear. We have to understand them first before actually utilizing them in the classroom. We have to understand the powers, the strengths, and also the limitation of these tools. What challenges teachers in this utilization of AI tools is somehow roots to two different two basic notion. The first one is knowledge. The second one is understanding. When they understand AI as an enemy gitu, lawan musuh gitu ya, sesuatu yang harus dihindari, sesuatu yang ditolak gitu ya. Then the effort of integrating these tools into the classroom will never happen gitu. Even though they have enough knowledge on that one, tetapi kalau keyakinan guru-guru bahwa this AI will never enhance or even the fear that they are going to be replaced by this AI tools, itu yang akan hinders gitu ya, menghambat implementation of these AI tools in the classroom. Bagian yang kedua, yang pengetahuan AI skills gitu ya, penggunaan AI di classroom, it's easy to solve gitu. Ada training, ada workshop, ada ada focus group discussion gitu ya. Tapi yang pertama, changing the perspective gitu, changing the way students and teachers, for example, khususnya guru, the way teachers see AI as a co-teacher, gitu, seharusnya ya yang saya tawarkan gitu, as a co-teacher rather than an enemy gitu, adversaries, itu yang mungkin akan sulit dirubah gitu. That's why the first step that you need to take adalah yakin dulu bahwa these AI tools can actually work as my co-teacher, bukan lagi alat, bukan lagi tools, but co-teachers. Itu dulu, dan kemudian nanti pindah ke step berikutnya gitu. Gathering knowledge, training, skills untuk menggunakannya dengan baik, memahami strengths dan weaknesses-nya. Kira-kira. Mbak Syafika, Mbak Wisnu.
Okay, thank you Pak Risang for the answer. Kita memiliki waktu 15 menit untuk sesi tanya jawab. Apabila nanti sesi atau waktunya sudah habis, akan saya beritahu.
Okay. No worries.
Okay.
More questions, I guess, coming.
Okay,
Mbak Wisnu, please navigate me.
Okay, the
go on.
next question, the second one is from Muhammad Fajri, asks about, can the use of AI in support of teaching create disparities in access to education between students from different economic background?
Definitely yes. Mas siapa ini? Mas Ridwan. Yes, but once again, we have to be really careful on what tool we are using or utilizing in the classroom. Jangan sampai kemudian the tools that we are utilizing in the classroom itu malah menciptakan yang kita sebut sebagai digital divide. Maka the answer is quite simple. Choose tools yang bisa diakses oleh banyak siswa atau most of the siswa atau all of the students, sehingga mereka sama-sama punya kekuatan yang sama gitu, kekuatan AI, kekuatan teknologi yang paling canggih gitu untuk enhancing the learning processes. That's why sebagai guru we have to understand what the tools are available in the market nowadays, dan tools apa yang sekiranya cocok dengan konteks kita di kelas-kelas kita. Then start mitigating the strengths, weaknesses, kemudian kita lihat kalau ini bisa dipakai oleh semua siswa, maka all of the students will have the access to cutting-edge technologies yang bisa sangat enhancing their learning processes gitu. Apapun background ekonomi mereka gitu. Selama pilihan toolsnya itu bisa dipakai untuk semuanya. Karena semuanya bisa pakai, banyak yang gratis juga gitu. Tetapi once you make a wrong step gitu ya, memakai teknologi yang hanya bisa diakses oleh kalangan tertentu saja, dan digital divide-nya terjadi gitu. Ada yang menjadi AI elite gitu ya, bisa pakai dan sebagainya gitu karena punya akses ke teknologi itu, sementara students from different economical backgrounds yang tidak bisa akses ketinggalan. So sekali lagi kata kuncinya mitigasi. Teman-teman juga harus tahu apa yang available dan kemudian step apa yang harus dilakukan. Tapi jawabannya yes gitu, yes. Cuma bahwa ada step yang harus kita siapkan supaya when the students are utilizing these tools in the classroom, tidak tercipta yang kita sebut sebagai digital divide. Kira-kira, Mas Ridwan.
Okay.
Mbak Wisnu, goes back to you.
Okay, Pak Risang. The next question from Dwi Rahayu asks about, okay, yours, Dwi Rahayu, the last question.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Your speech today is very relevant to our text in Pendidikan Informatika Study Program that we have to develop a curriculum that blended between education and technology. So I hope you give us suggestions dealing with what kind of curriculum that is suitable for us. Thank you.
Can I assume this is Bu Dwi Rahayu because she's talking about curriculum? Bu Dwi Rahayu dosen ya, Mbak Wisnu? Dosen? Ibu dosen?
Nggih, Pak.
Oh, siap. Oke. Selamat pagi, Bu Dwi. I guess we need to discuss further about this one. But in Sanata Dharma with Bu Nani in pusat apa namanya pengembangan dan inovasi pelajaran, we are leading a team on this AI integration in the curriculum gitu. Mulai bulan Agustus kami akan roadshow ke masing-masing fakultas untuk RDP gitu, rapat pendapat dari masing-masing fakultas untuk mendapatkan kira-kira integrasi AI seperti apa yang cocok dengan kurikulum mereka, and that's precisely that we have to do. Bu Dwi Rahayu, teman-teman di STKIP Pacitan. Jadi memang ada tim ad hoc yang mulai harus bekerja dan melihat bagaimana kira-kira masing-masing fakultas, masing-masing prodi punya kekhasan dan keunikan apa, and then we are going to start from that. But the first practical things that I would like to say is this. Jangan mulai dari kurikulum karena besar ya. Changing the curriculum is really apa ya, heavy task to do. Start from very basic thing. Semester baru akan mulai, tahun akademik baru akan mulai. So start with this. Integrating the use of AI in your syllabus to do it. Jadi masing-masing dosen, jadi prodi dulu misalkan, atau masing-masing tim teaching di mata kuliah tertentu, start from integrating the use of integrating the use of AI in the syllabus. Jadi siswa tahu ekspektasi apa yang akan dosennya misalkan miliki when they are utilizing AI in the classroom, dan batasan-batasan apa yang mereka miliki ketika menggunakan AI in the classroom. So it also answered the previous question in the chatbot as well. Bagaimana kalau mahasiswanya misuse AI gitu? Mention that in the syllabus. Start from the semester, start this new academic year. Jadi kalau mereka, jadi jangan sampai kita bertugas seperti Pak Polisi yang di perempatan jalan gitu ya, bersembunyi gitu, begitu ada yang belok kiri tanpa helm gitu, ditangkap gitu. No, don't act like that. So tuliskan dulu semua yang berkaitan dengan kebijakan-kebijakan AI di syllabus, so the student will know dan tahu harus bagaimana gitu. Terutama because of this, we have that particular AI detection in Turnitin. Kalau Bapak Ibu dosen pakai LMS dan LMS-nya ada Turnitin, sudah terintegrasi dan AI detection-nya sudah ada. So whenever the students are submitting their assignment through Turnitin, akan muncul nilai itu gitu, berapa persen yang di AI generated, and it should be addressed. Berapa maksimum dan bagaimana kita akan menggunakan AI detector itu untuk kepentingan kita di classroom. I guess we need a very comprehensive mitigation gitu, mitigasi yang komprehensif, Putri. But I'd be more than happy to help you and teman-teman di STKIP Pacitan to discuss this further. Mbak Wisnu, do we have still time? I have more question in the chat, I guess, but if it's over, then that's okay.
Okay, Pak Risang, we still have a time. And now we moving on to the last question from Fania Ilona. The question is, what challenges or potential drawbacks might arise when implementing generative AI in English education? And how can they be addressed to ensure a successful futuristic learning experience? Thank you.
Dua jawaban yang berbeda ya, Mbak Wisnu, untuk bertanya Mbak Fania. The first one is potential drawback satu ya, over reliance. So it's not only for students, also it also works for us teachers gitu, atau Bapak Ibu dosen gitu. Terlalu mengandalkan AI untuk apapun gitu. Next to presentation sekarang kita bisa bikin. Next to video bisa bikin. Next to images bisa bikin. So sometimes it draws us gitu ya to the dark side of the use of AI gitu. Jadi over reliance, apa-apa AI. That's the first challenge. And itu juga mempengaruhi jawaban dua. Bagaimana kemudian ensuring a successful futuristic learning experiences, striking a balance between human intuition and automation done by AI. Kalau cuma AI, nggak ada human intuition-nya, nggak futuristik, jadinya robotic learning experience. It has to be balanced. Human intuition ditambah automation done by AI dengan mix to multimodal yang tadi sudah kita bahas bersama. By doing so, we can create a multimodal and a more holistic learning experiences. Satu, jangan over reliance. Yang kedua, harus striking a balance between human intuition, human connection, and also the automation done by the artificial intelligence. It can be done overnight, Mbak Fani dan teman-teman mahasiswa sekalian. But you need to start from now. Ketika building up awareness, building up knowledge, dan sembari nanti pengalaman bertambah, technical issues akan sangat mudah dibahas. Tapi yang jelas adalah awareness-nya harus mulai dibangun dari sekarang. Mbak Wisnu, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Risang, for your answer. And because the time for the question and answer has ended, so we have enough for 4 questions. And 4 questions have been answered by the speaker. Then before we got close to the first plenary speaker, F.Ek Risang Baskara PhD was request to provide a short closing statement.
Oke, saya kira nanti setelah yang kedua gitu. Oke, so more or less once again relating the previous question by Mbak Fania gitu. The key of AI's implementation our English education is striking a balance between human intuition once again and automation done by AI. Itu susah. Itu yang susah. So, strive for the balance starts from now. Step yang bisa dilakukan, building up knowledge. And the second one is changing our perspective on seeing these tools no longer bukan lagi sebagai tools, but as a co-teacher that somehow strive together with us in the classroom. So that's it, Mbak Wisnu dan teman-teman mahasiswa serta Bapak Ibu sekalian. I hope you have a great journey on this AI integration in the classroom. Hope our discussion today helped you a lot during your journey, Mbak Wisnu.
Okay, thank you, F.Ek Risang Baskara PhD, for your presentation, excellent answer, and closing statement. I'm sure that our audience has gained a lot of valuable insight from you today. And thank you once again for your time and best contribution for education. Hopefully, we can meet in other activities for the next time. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your kind attention and participation. Now it's time to hear from our second speaker. Our second speaker is Mrs. Firotul Mufaridah MPD from Muhammadiyah University of Jember, and I will read the curriculum vitae first. She is Mrs. Firotul Mufaridah MPD, is the lecturer in FKIP, Muhammadiyah University of Jember. She received a Master of English Education from UNESA and graduated Bachelor of English Education from Muhammadiyah University of Jember. And then her government experience, including as a junior high school assessor and school facilitators. And then she also has selected publications. One of her publications is a study of the 21st century teaching competence in context-based instruction implementation. Well, good morning, Ibu Fitrotul Mufaridah. Are you monitor?
Good morning, Mbak Wisnu.
Okay, are you ready for presentation?
Yeah.
Okay, now please welcome the second speaker, Ibu Fitrotul Mufaridah MPD, to deliver the presentation. Ibu Fitrotul Mufaridah, you have 30 minutes time allotment. It's your time.
Very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, my beloved students, the next generation to be a great teacher in the future. and also Bapak Ibu, dosen, Kaprodi, Bapak Dekan, terima kasih banyak sudah beri kesempatan kepada saya untuk belajar bersama-sama dengan Pak Risang dan juga adik-adik mahasiswa. While Pak Risang is giving us great insight about IE, my focus is on teachers in junior high school level based on the experience of my research. The title of this article is about digital literacy and utilization, focusing on teachers' voice in English-speaking learning context. And once again, my research here is focusing on junior high school level. Okay. Hopefully it will help you to get the slide. When we talk about literacy, it relates to the ability in recognizing, interpreting, creating, computing, and also communicating using any kind of tools. It can be visual, auditory, or digital symbol on interdisciplinary and scientific topics. When we are as a teacher, of course, the literacy related to our works in teaching, guiding the students to have their or to get their meaningful learning activities. When we talk about literacy and it relates or connected to digital competence, of course, we have to use any kind of our competency in using multimodal and complex. The complex one is not only about the tools, but also about the concept, which can changing with the development of digital media. In over the last 10 years, we know that digital competence has set as the agenda for innovation in education, especially in the pedagogical aspect. So we have to underline here that the concept has become an objective in the development of school and in practical pedagogy for our digital competence. In some research, teacher give their experiences in processing themselves in digital literacy. Some data show that teachers are really good enough in utilizing some digital tools, and they learn much from the experience or the practices. But again, the digital competencies is not only about the teachers themselves, but it is also about the way how the teacher utilizing the tools for leading the students in involving and getting their best experience in learning. If it relates to the English speaking skill, so how we can use our competence, our digital competence to help the students to be really involved in their speaking activities nicely without any burden. And also in some research, digital competence done by the students is not for academic purposes. Most of them using their digital competence is for fun. And this is the reality. We have to be aware as a teacher that students are not inviting their digital competence to be as a help in their speaking activities. And once again, students mostly do their activities based on the real instruction given by teachers. And that's the problem, to be some obstacles for the students to explore their experiences in using their digital competence in their speaking activities because of the very limited instruction given by the teacher. And students' digital literacy actually has become a significant challenge for educational authorities and also course designers like us as a teacher. So we have to manage, and it becomes our homework to literate ourselves how to utilize digital technology to engage the students in exploring their learning experience with their digital competencies. That is why the aims of our study here, first is to describe the teacher's view on practicing digital competencies in speaking class. And the second one is the effectiveness of utilizing technology to engage students' speaking practices. When we talk about digital literacy, it is essentially used in our digital era and has to be encouraged at all educational levels, including junior high school level. And it demands the value of utilizing digital technology in stimulating responsive participation. And from these cases, we have to be aware as a teacher that being good in utilizing digital technology is not the only one. We have to be aware, but the further one is also the important one is also about the way how we can use that competence to be really helpful for our students in their study. And for this context of this research is only focusing on speaking class. The data is taken from new era of COVID-19 up to now, and the meso is in junior of East Java district only. This is a survey research, and the data is analyzed qualitatively. Some of the data is about teachers' experiences in their digital practices. And the instrument is using questionnaire and interview. The result here shows that in the practices of using digital competencies in speaking classes, not really variety. Some of teachers are only focusing on the instruction of guiding students in what is performing their speaking manually without any digital competencies integration. In fact, the students are really great in what is exploring their digital competence for helping their speaking activities become more great, or such kind of more interesting for the students to do. There are some platform or application or tool can be used in our speaking classroom, but again, the data didn't show the variety of using this kind of tools. The instruction given by the teacher is leading the students not to use this kind of tools, but the instruction is only focusing on the way how the students being busy and focused in their speaking skill only. And it makes the students not really be interested in involving the activities. And the second one is also about the interaction happening between the teacher and the students along the learning process. Some problems and barriers are happening into their interaction. And the third one is about the technology experience. 57% of teachers strongly agree to have the experience and the enhancement about digital competencies. But again, their awareness is not focusing to help the students to get their better involvement in learning activities, but they still focusing on their needs themselves, their own needs. And the fourth one of the data is talking or providing about digital literacy integration. Only 9% are able to provide very good integration, which can engage the students to provide their better performance in speaking. And some of them are good, and the remaining or the highest percentage here is only fair. So it shows that the way how the teacher integrate their digital competence into their teaching practices, especially in speaking class, is not really good enough. And the last data showed in this result is about student speaking activities. Teachers, again, the phenomena or the data, the situation or the atmosphere of speaking class is not much interested. It's not really interesting for the students to the materials given, to the examples given, to the media provided by the teachers, and also the instruction. It belongs to our homework as a teacher that giving instruction is really essential. How to design students' activities with a really interesting instruction is important to help the students to be interested in joining our classroom. And the second reason is about not matched to the students' need. Students is a human. They have basic psychological needs. It can be about their related thing to whom they have to ask information to whom they need their help to improve their speaking. So we need to open wider access for students to get their help. And the second basic psychological need is also about the communication, the competence they have to get from the teacher by providing better sources for the students to imitate, to learn much, to get a better models or examples is also the important one we have to provide to our students. When we give them good competence or letting them to get their better competence by assessing many other sources, it can be a way for our students to be really more interested in involving their speaking activities. And the last or the third basic psychological need we have to give to our students or to give our attention to them is about the autonomy. Not only teachers need some help from other persons, not only teachers need a suitable help from other people. Students also need that one. And because of that, we have to be aware that students also need to get their autonomy in leading their learning activities. So our instruction is really important for giving our students to get their autonomy, whether we limited the communication the students can do only inside among the students inside the class, or we let them or we permit them to find other help from other sources or other people, and how they explore their speaking activities is becoming their autonomy. So not only the limitation of project we have to decide for the students to choose, but we need to also giving our students to get their autonomy in exploring their product in speaking. It relates to the tools they choose to use in providing their speaking activities. And the last one is about the effectivity attraction for the students to be really involved. Teacher get this situation, see their students are not really good in giving their involvement, in participating their attention or their work, especially to the speaking practice done with their team. And once again, it belongs to their teacher job to give their attention, how to make the students really coming or present in participating their speaking practice with their team. The data provided in this slide is also talking about the teacher development. 56 percent of teachers need to develop their digital literacy, but once again, teacher is only focusing on their needs. What they have to develop is not related to what the students wants to do in their speaking activities, but teacher mostly focusing on their needs, to what thing they have to learn more about digital tools or digital competency. And the last one is talking about development program based on the development needs stated by the teachers in the previous data. When they are interviewed to mention their plan as a solution to their need, 52% of them have no development program. They don't know what they have to do for helping their digital literacy development. And this one is being as what is a big problem to the teacher to not know what they have to do in their digital literacy development program. As a conclusion of our research here, the first research problem about teacher voice, teachers need a further experience in digital competencies, and the experience getting in digital difficulties. And they are aware that this one is a space to enhance their digital literacy. And the second research problem is about speaking practice. The digital practices do not work much or work effectively for encouraging the students' active participation in speaking practice. And that's the result of the research. We have to be really aware that our digital competencies sometimes cannot help effectively to our students' speaking practices. And based on this conclusion, the recommendation we have to give to the teachers here is to make them understand about pedagogical purposes of digital tools and how they may address these purposes. As a policymaker, we suggest to provide model in English speaking context. And hopefully the result of this research is becoming our homework to make us becoming more aware that digital literacy is not only talking about the way how the teachers are really competent in utilizing some tools, some technological tools, but the important one is the way how the teacher can utilize the digital tools to help the students encouraging their speaking activities. That's our presentation. It goes back to Wisnu as a moderator.
Ibu Fitratul Mufaridah MPD, thanks for your insightful presentation. I'm sure that our audience has learned a lot from you today. Ladies and gentlemen, turning to the next activity, question and answer session. I will open question from the participants. Please type your brief and short question in chat box. Baik Ibu Fitratul Mufaridah, I have already had some question from the participants. Okay, I'm sorry. Do you want to answer the question one by one, or I will read the whole question and then you will answer it?
It will be better to answer one by one.
Okay, thank you, Ibu Fitratul Mufaridah. I will read the question. The first one is from Syafira Wahyuningrum. Asks about what should teachers do to make technology effective to help improve student learning?
Okay, thank you, Mbak Safira. Yeah, the first thing we have to prepare in utilizing the technology in our teaching is by knowing the students' need, what they want to do with our speaking activities. Do they need some tools? And what kind of tools or what kind of technology they want to get the experience with it? So that's what we have to prepare. So it is not based on our willing, but it's based on our students' need. When we have already facilitated the students with their needs, so we can encourage them to explore their speaking practice with the tools they want to. And once again, the type instruction we need to give to our students is not giving them a limitation, but we provide them, encourage them, engage them to make a kind of creativity in their speaking practice. So speaking is not about the content. They need to speak up with their friends or with their partner, but it is also about the media or the technology they need to use in facilitating them to practice their speaking. Some of our students are shy person. They are not comfortable to perform in front of the class, in front of some people. But some of them are good in practicing their speaking in front of camera. So they can facilitate them with the technology, suitable technology for facilitating their speaking activities. It can be by TikTok or something like that. So students have their autonomy to decide what kind of digital tools they find helpfully for helping them in providing their speaking performance. So once again, we have to know first the students' need in their learning exploration. I hope it answers the question.
Okay, thank you, Ibu Fitratul Mufaridah, for your answer. And then the second one is from Wahyu Mitasari. The question is, based on the results of the study, it was found that students were not interested in material, media, and instructions. How do classroom teachers act on the problems faced by students, considering that teachers have tension in this digital era?
Okay, thank you very much, Mbak Wahyu Mitasari. When we observe the competency given in CP, in Kurikulum Merdeka, it was really a wide range, wider topic given in Kurikulum Merdeka in CP Bahasa Inggris, elemen apapun kalau berkaitan dengan speaking berarti elemen menyimak berbicara. The topics really wide, and teacher needs to get the real interesting topic related, which is really close to the student's life. And it helps, it is expected to be more interesting for the students to discuss and also share their knowledge, their experience, their idea in the real topic close to their life. And once again, when we need to provide or facilitated the students with media, we have to know first what is actually the topic talk about. When the topic is talking about bullying, so we have to prepare some good videos providing an example of the best example talking about the bad effect of bullying among the students. But sometimes we also give them a free chance, free choices to get their own examples. We may lead them to access the internet in getting some cases in bullying, and we also encourage them to give their attention from other different basis. It can be based on their religion, it can be based on their friendship. So the ideas they can share with their friends is not only about the bullying itself, but they can talk more about the effect, the factors. Those persons who are really easy to be bullied can be a subtopic they can to take in giving their ideas, and this make the students becoming interested because they have got their knowledge and also their attention to the subtopic they need to talk. And about the instruction, usually giving instruction in speaking is only inviting the students to speak up for about how many tenses they able to use in their sentences, then paragraph, their discussion. But it is make the students sometimes afraid to make a mistake because the teachers has only focusing on the grammar aspect in observing their speaking practices. We know that speaking is not about grammar only. It can be also about the great idea they can share along their speaking practice among the students. So that's the thing we have to be really aware in giving our instruction, to make our instruction really frightening, to make the students not get their free way to explore their ideas in their speaking. I think that's the answer of the question.
Okay, thank you, Ibu Filotrotul Mufarida, for the answer of question. And I'm sorry because the time for the question and answer has ended. So we have enough for 2 questions from the participants. And all questions have been answered by the speaker. Then before we got close to the second plenary speaker, Ibu Fitratul Mufaridah MPD was requested to provide a short closing statement. Time is yours.
Okay, thank you. Teaching is getting experience, and the best teacher is our experience. Teaching is not only about integrating technology in our class, but it is also about how we present ourselves closer to our students with the technology. I think that's all our presentation. Thank you very much for the time. It goes back to Mbak Wisnu. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Ibu Fitratul Mufarida MPD, for your presentation, excellent answer, and closing statement. I'm sure that our audience has gained a lot of valuable insight from you today. Thank you once again for your time and best contribution for education. Hopefully, we can meet in other activities for the next time. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have here from 2 amazing speakers today who have given us different perspective and insight on exploring emerging technologies in English education. Now we have come to the end of our seminar on exploring emerging technologies in English education. I hope you have enjoyed this session and gained some valuable and knowledge from our speakers. We also had some lively and interesting discussion and questions from the audience. Thank you for your active involvement and contribution. I would like to thank the speakers once again for the informative and insightful presentation. I would also like to thank all the participants for the very active participation. I hope you have learned something new and useful from this seminar. Finally, give the applause for the speaker and for you all. Thank you. However, before closing this virtual activity, let me remind you for the parallel session. Please kindly rejoin the plenary room promptly at 10 a.m. for the next plenary session. For the presenters, it is expected that you ensure your presentation files and other devices are ready before the session begins.